Good afternoon, everybody. Happy early Valentine's Day. Are you guys ready for some real heartfelt feelings? I don't even know where to begin with this. We're here. We're making it happen. And by the way, I don't know if you guys might have noticed. I thought we'd just get this out of the way now. But it says in the Steam page for this that there are 9 crazy characters to get used to. But we only have voices for 7. So, there is spaces for 2 people to redeem points to potentially voice a character in this. And I'm just waiting for those to fill up. There we go. They're closed. It's gone. So, KK Ralsei, please hop into waiting room. We're going to bring you in if the character shows up. We will bring you in if the character shows up. However, if the character does not show up, if it turns out you don't get a chance to voice in the project tonight, as thank you for volunteering your points, I will buy a KFC dinner for you. You will get a KFC dinner on me as thanks. In addition, a bunch of us in the crew, maybe I should have a webcam for this, but I kind of don't want to show it off. You can listen to us eating. I have a bucket of KFC chicken in front of me right now. You can hear when I talk into the bucket that there's about 10 or 12 tenders. I can smell those calories. And I also have a thing of mashed potatoes and a little bowl of gravy. And our rule, you know what? I'll explain once we get everybody in here. So let's say hi to the group, shall we? Here you go, everybody.
There we go.
Oh,
Here again.
Why, hello.
Oh, well.
So why don't we work ourselves down the list? I'm Sean Chiplock, sonicmega, and I will be voicing the narrator / protagonist of the game.
I'm AKL Trifecta, and I will be voicing Professor Dog.
He's a professor and a doji.
At the same time.
I'm Color Bruce, and I'll be voicing the best friend.
Hex yeah. Steel?
I'm Steelhelm, and I will be voicing the one and only Colonel Sanders.
I am so excited.
I'm here for this.
Hell yeah. I'm Emmy Yane, and I'm going to be voicing the female rival.
Hello, I am Exo, and I'll be voicing the big buff male rival.
Hi, I'm Tez, and I will be honest, I'm legit trying to find the name of my character, and I can't.
You are the adorable child.
I am the adorable child.
And I believe,
juice box.
I have a juice box.
I believe there's 2 more characters that we don't know about yet. We're all going into this blind, so we are going to be experiencing this live.
There is BZ's character as well.
Yep.
Oh, there's BZ.
And I am,
Go ahead.
The Bone Zone 66. I will be voicing Clank, the oven.
Thank you for reminding me. Now, we wanted to celebrate this in spirit, so a bunch of us got KFC before the stream. We have decided that we cannot eat the KFC right away. However, every time the characters mention the word herbs or the word spices, we have to take a bite out of our KFC. In addition, I have a bowl of mashed potatoes and a bowl of gravy in front of me. If they mention herbs, I have to eat the chicken bite with mashed potatoes on it. If they mention spices, I have to dunk it in the gravy and take a bite out of it. In addition, as if this wasn't stupid enough, I have 2 bottles of booze in front of me, and if at any point someone says the phrase finger licking good, I have to take a big ol' fucking swig of the alcohol in front of me. So let me crack that open. While I do that, I need chat to do a quick vote for me. There will be choices that we have to make in the game. Some of these choices could lead us. There is apparently a secret ending in the game, but the secret ending requires you to make specific choices at each part along the way, each chapter of the game. My question to you, chat, is whether you would like to guaranteed see the secret ending tonight, even if it means railroading into specific choices along the way, or if chat wants full control, as often happens, where they pick which choices we make every time it comes up. So, so here is the poll right now. Hold on. And while I go get my booze opened up, start voting.
Chat's choice.
I'll confess, I don't have any chicken, but that's because I can't get out of my driveway right now.
That's fair.
absolutely
I'm gonna order it delivery.
I had leftover
Turns out-
pizza.
I have water.
You can't get drunk off water.
I could put chicken in the water.
No.
I could
Mm,
make my own
no.
cold chicken broth.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Also, how
No.
for everyone in the chat, how is the audio, by the way? Let me know.
Is everyone able to hear everyone?
We sounding good?
Yeah, we sound
Sound
good.
check.
Y'all sound great to me.
Well, you sound
Okay,
wonderful.
yeah. Looks like we sound good.
No, you EXO.
See,
you.
Color Brews,
You sound
Color
magnificent.
Brews could be a little louder. I've already got Color Brews at max, so I don't know if Color.
Let me- Okay. Go to user settings. I'll put it up.
Okay, so they decided
Ryan.
they want the secret ending. So I do have a walkthrough with me. It doesn't give any story spoilers. It just tells me what choices to make. If the choice is in this walkthrough, I will make that choice. But if it isn't, I will open it up to the group. Just so you know.
I like that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All
I
right.
like that.
Does anyone? This chicken smells really fucking good. Are there any other questions or stuff from the peanut gallery of performers before we get started?
Nah.
I
All
think
right.
we're good.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I didn't tell these guys anything to do in terms of voices. How they want to voice the character is completely up to them. So, with that said, welcome everybody to the government-mandated affection holiday, and welcome to the moderation team live and special guest live dub of "I Love You, Colonel Sanders," a finger licking good
Does that count?
dating simulator.
That was a drink.
There it goes. I was waiting for it.
We're off to a strong.
Oh god! Oh god!
good.
Oh god! Oh god! My beer's already finishing itself off. It's spilling on
Oh.
down the side. Oh!
shit.
Oh!
No.
Oh no!
It's good beer.
Oh! Oh jeez, man! Oh god! Apparently, I'm gonna stop right there. All right, here we go. Tensions are high. Bubbles are frothing. Let's go! Oh!
Name.
Oh!
Hey.
Is it-
Of course!
Now I want a biscuit.
Oh,
Oh,
so good.
Biscuit, nugget, and a biscuit.
Nugget and biscuit. Do I click? Is it loading? Oh.
Oh.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now! 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 Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, and people who want to cook other stuff good too. Your mind
Kitchen for ants?
begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. And by the way, like I said, whenever I make these choices without putting up a poll for chat, it's because this is part of the walkthrough. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet, so much of your parents' expectations to fall short of. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry.
Oh my god.
Mmm,
Oh, that's not
delicious.
fair.
Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yeah, I'm gonna turn down this music just a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, and also where pretty cute pets show up from time to time. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam! She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it.
Good morning, Hazard. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Actually, I'm...
Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Oh, okay, a lot nervous.
What's the...
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't really taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great.
With University of Cooking School Academy of Learn's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up.
A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her, or change the subject to give her some relief? It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer, you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at this school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets?
Get this, I heard his name is Harland. He's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born, from an egg.
An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. They didn't even say happy birthday first.
Hey!
It's Ashley, your arch-rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley.
I didn't see you there, chicken shins.
You leave Hazen's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins.
Oh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Alright, I figured out, I like the music, I want it to be loud enough for chat, so I'm gonna just do this, go into volume mixer, and turn it down for myself. There we go. Now it should be better.
If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it is us.
We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man-Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes.
Van!
You rang.
You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning and Meme Posting would ever allow people like you to attend as students.
I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now?
Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us.
With the first day of school about to start, There's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
See you later, losers.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
Oopsie. I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you!
I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop. I was named for my pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Hazen! So, are you going to make me hold this door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Aww. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute?
I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable!
Now, quiet down, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor of the CEO of UCSAL.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Ruff!
What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him!
If it isn't my favorite student, Holland.
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence.
Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders.
A hushed... I can't. My heart. I haven't even had the chicken yet. My heart is stopping. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong.
One over here must be sweaty sweats a lot.
Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet Pitts melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Oh no.
Do it.
Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched.
Boy, howdy. This classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief.
You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? You stretch out your hand, and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules.
Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sports and compete in the broom cooking arena.
Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Oh, we need a volunteer. First person who redeemed. Where's KK? KK Ralsei, why are you not in the waiting room? There we go.
Go!
Oh, KK left.
KK!
No, KK!
KK, back here!
KK! Where is KK? What happened to KK?
What happened to KK?
Why is everyone that's in the waiting room disappearing?
I have no idea.
Discord froze.
apparently.
Oh, no!
Oh.
All right. Oh, it keeps crashing for them. I see them all joining the waiting room, but then it's instantly crashing.
We're here.
They're here now. They're
Okay,
here now.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss.
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school with you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly. Do you have the Discord video open, KK?
Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter.
Oh no!
Oh
no!
Wait! Why is he smiling like Sans? Beep beep beep. Mega love Invania.
Oh my god!
Oh, Clank, you rascal.
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as anyone. Look at the Bork! Oh my god, look at that happy face!
Look at my little beans.
As everyone stands in silent obedience, when he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? You reach beneath your apron and return with a chimkin smack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite.
Well. I think there might be some competition for new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times.
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
Reaper says, why do all of AKL's roles involve him licking Sean's hand?
What? When did the judge do? Actually, don't answer that.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, Hazen! There's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested.
2 good options, but which will you choose? You remember the ancient but always true old adage, bros before hoes. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat.
I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something.
That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast. It's time for our pop quiz. Tez?
Tez?
Sorry. Yay! A quiz about me!
This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
That's right.
Forest is to tree as chicken is to...
That's
right. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
A spork. That's right.
What food is best for a broken heart?
Ice cream. Shitloads of ice cream. But since that's not on this list, this one. That's right.
Is Sprinkles a good boy?
He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy! That's right. Your total score is perfect! 5 out of 5!
You may live another day.
Wow! Be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed.
I'm impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain.
Hot diggity, Hazen! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch!
Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Howdy, folks! I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey, I was...
It's about lunch.
Everyone cheers.
But I...
Lunch! Lunch! Lunch!
She said shh!
In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true?
Is my watch. No, it's this.
Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with Chimakakin? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating!
For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are
There we
required
go!
to achieve the perfect balance
There
of
we
flavors.
go,
Dig
boys!
in, ladies and gentlemen.
2 bites! First, mashed potato! Oh, no. Now a big old dunk in the gravy. Let's go, baby!
I feel so bad for KK too.
Okay, his character's just getting bullied.
Super bullied.
You know what? We got a combination. We got herbs and spices. I'm doing one more bite with the gravy and the taters. Let's go!
He's hungry.
He's hungry.
I can't wait for my KFC to get here.
Oh man. You better JoJo pose with your chicken.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ah. Chat, you can take part. Every time they say herbs or spices, I want you to type out, he said the thing. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
But that's all I'll say about that.
What do you think? We want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting the last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him.
Got him, Dad.
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
And I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at the moment only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that she is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this, that he is. She wants him all to herself.
Oh, please.
Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any.
I'll take his!
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in.
You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension.
What?
Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly.
What?
You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious? Oregano? Basil? But there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. Deeper. Deeper.
John, stop. I mean, don't stop, but...
Yes, even deeper still. Until you find it.
I was not expecting KFC ASMR today.
Could it be? He really did it. How bold. How adventurous. To use... You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors. But this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret. And yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Moo Elmu. And welcome Monkey D, Luffy Co, Justice Man 77, Luigi C369, Izanagi Notaku, and Shaman. No, I'm sorry. It's Izanagi Miko Topic and Shaman Otaku. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second?
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open up a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
What's the rush? Semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other.
He's giving you a face that looks like you double dipped after biting your chicken. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun?
You've got moxie. I'll give you that.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use something like
Somebody. That was illegal.
I see. Wow! You... Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I messed up. That's not my line. Wow. You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And... definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, emphasis on huge, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated.
It sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show what passes for your personality to him. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect.
Ara. I appreciate the compliment, Hassan.
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything, except maybe Sanders. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature to adorable tiny food creations.
I have to swing the sword, Sean. A lot of chatters are going to die now.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders.
Game.
Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Sure, Hazen. I'll prepare our station.
Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner.
Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. I didn't hear you, BZ. Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him.
Who's you? I hardly know you.
Clank judders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes two flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting, like your abs. Maybe mashed potatoes?
And gravy?
I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off of my man.
They mentioned fingers. I'm gonna take that.
That's. I just noticed her.
Fucking lord.
I just noticed her thigh highs has the chicken like cut out.
Oh.
Oh my god. Did someone call for me?
Ugh, no, jeez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Hazen's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy there. Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looks like Hazen was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it.
I want this on your next drum stream, AKL.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't be rude, Van Van! Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out! Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right?
A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Hazen as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Hazen's natural talent or their loyalty.
Got him.
Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature! You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mass texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric, like a Luxray. Time stands still.
If you love something, set it free.
Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face!
Do something!
Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious! Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
Hold on right there, Hazen. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both be better be prepared to eat from wherever it lands.
Tez?
Can I have potatoes
Yes, you may.
Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand, and a JoJo pose in his eyes.
Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
Okay, real talk, I'd eat that.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look down with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and it may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It has been eaten!
Remember, you can't sue us!
I think I left something in the oven. Yeet.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him!
Oh. Everyone, step back!
What?
Don't take another bite!
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth.
Chesno!
Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie! Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I can't click the right one.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Hello.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on!
I'm hearing some Will Powers in that too. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Thankfully, there are no enchanted bells to ring and cause weird shit to happen on the lowest floor. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes that you made in class today.
Before you go, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Hazen?
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, wait, hold. Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh.
It's Metello.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
Oh! Oh! Roll! Roll! Let's go, buddy!
This block monster is here to fight the hero!
Wait, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger? I love it.
Come with me if you want to eat!
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level?
Be afraid! Be very afraid of me! Because I'm a monster! See you? That's fine.
If he's rhyming on purpose, or is he's rhyming on purpose? Or is that just coincidence?
I is just rhyming on purpose.
But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do?
What?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What?
Chat! First vote takes it! What do I do? First vote, chat! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use?
Oh.
Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just got real! That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. First vote! You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself.
Power to the earth!
They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond?
I'm very angry.
You decide to go on the attack.
Shit.
Which attack will you use? Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again! Spork Monster uses Utilitensile! You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you are not going to survive the battle.
Die.
Waiting for the next person.
Oh my god, Hassan's gonna fucking dead.
You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Oh!
Oh.
Get strong.
No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little, gassy. You'd better attack soon, or you're likely to explode! You decide to go on the attack.
Eat the chimkin.
But you can't eat spork.
Chow Down does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the... onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge.
Thou villain! Your reign of terror stops here!
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
Pot Pie Power Pinch!
Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated.
No!
I need alcohol now.
You saved
This
me.
is some kind of fever dream.
An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. He almost reminds you of a certain child who was absolutely murdered in Vantage Masters. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this. I certainly won't be back like you said, no.
The spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. The title, Cluckronomicon.
Oh my god!
You open the cover, or should I say the Necronomicock. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko.
My
Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar.
Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird.
Remember, no hand-holding. That's illegal.
Is that the ghost?
You awake on day 2, after what is by no means a healthy amount of sleep time, and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used... And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Also, I do believe, based on this, we will have one more volunteer role. So I'm opening it up real quick for one more person who wants to spend points. There is one more character for sure.
What?
What?
Seriously?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to just wait until someone redeems.
I'm scared.
There we go. Beirut.
Oh, we got one.
Beirut.
Oh,
Hop.
shit.
There you go.
Into waiting room.
You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank!
Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him, like him. We got talking after class, and he's totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And also he was the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders.
Stream's lagging. Sorry. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school. The most famous student to ever attend University Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You are great. You have an idea. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices.
Oh!
Spices!
Oh! Spices! Let's go! 2 dunks, baby. Mm. Oh my god. Oh, this is so salty. Mm. It's like melted chocolate pudding.
I don't know if your chicken should be tasting like that.
Yeah, I don't.
This has been nuts so far. Oh my god.
No, that was me dunking it in the gravy.
Oh, okay.
Cold gravy. I wouldn't recommend it.
Put it in the microwave.
The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And then he said if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever created or tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices. Yeah.
Day 2, everyone is eating.
Mm. They give you so much gravy. There's no way I'm gonna eat all this gravy.
So you're just gonna drink it, right?
Oh God.
Drink the gravy.
There's another one.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals.
Tell you what, if we get over 200 viewers by the time we finish the game, I will drink the rest of the gravy on webcam.
Wait, how many viewers? What the?
We're at 125. If we get over 200 viewers by the time we reach the end of the game, I will drink the remaining gravy on webcam. Oh,
no.
Oh God!
Oh.
Another bite.
Going on?
Another bite. Ugh.
Okay, I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Oh my god. What did you do?
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Sorry. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Ranabo Sprinkles! I know. Sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Ranabo Sprinkles? Wow!
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Thank you for the raid, Aumau! Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school! You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face.
Get dunked on.
The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision.
Cousin, I am here to deliver you a message.
Not this guy.
It is important that you remember this, exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is...
But before Rendezvous can continue, you suddenly awake.
Oh, jeez.
You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. Haha, tendies. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices! When am I gonna get some fucking mashed potatoes?
No, only gravy.
You're gonna drink the gravy.
Carbonated gravy.
Oh my god. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school. And maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. I'm gonna briefly change it, just because according to this, we're already a fair way into the game. I will dip it in the gravy and the mashed potatoes for either herbs or spices. It's generic eating time.
Get yourself a balanced dinner.
Hungry.
But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face.
That's the brain damage. But that's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore.
And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't... Oh, my bad.
Make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey.
You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing!
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Hello.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
You take that back.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Jesus Christ.
Colonel Sanders, these crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Be with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's painting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it!
It's true, I love it.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face.
Why is it always me?
Down, boy, down! Off topping!
That command, shouted by Colonel Sanders, has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that.
Sorry, I got a little carried away. That was the Yuri talking.
After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chimkin.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts.
Yeah.
When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Tazen?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps? You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron!
Arr. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit?
Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it.
ReZero cooked in another world.
This is the witch's farm.
KFC! You fade into darkness, but something is there. The Spork Monster? Borko? What are you doing here?
It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten.
You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend. Wherever you are.
You're welcome.
This one doesn't have a selection I have to make, so I will let chat choose.
Yay!
All right, hold on.
Remember, the dog has the glass of water right now. I want the ice. What? What are these choices?
Spicy water, wet pepper?
It's obvious. It's clear that he dunked the pepper into the water. So which do you want? The sunlight is bouncing off of the moisture on the pepper. That's why it's glimmering.
Oh.
Spicy.
Yo, these votes though.
Oh.
Dang, it is close.
There goes 5,000 points.
Oh my god. Oh, come on.
Don't you know that hasn't is short for hasn't been able to decide anything?
Come on,
since
chat.
I'm doing it.
Dude.
Doing it.
Oh, here we
Doing it.
go.
Doing it.
Oh, there we go. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice! 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 Let's go, baby. Ah.
He said the thing.
Who's Van?
And when do you take the drink?
Oh
If
my
they
God.
say fingers licking are good, or finger or licking good, finger licking good, some form of that.
Fingers.
It feels like forever as you trip through the universe.
My friend. Ooh.
This guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death, Hamlet. I mean Hazen, and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is. I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is.
Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat.
Oh, damn it again!
It never ends.
Can I have a piece? Oh wait, there's napkins in here, I think. Yes.
Eat the napkin. Do it.
No.
My brain trembles.
Fuck off, God. Stop making me make bad decisions.
Would you do it for the good boy?
It's fine, I'll work through it. To fulfill the prophecy. You must.
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You come to and find everyone is staring at you.
Ooh. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
You think to
Oh
yourself.
wait, here's another one.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared
Via timed competitive cook-off.
Yo, this is just corporate Jesse and James. And
Oh my God.
and Meowth is,
Meat cleaver?
and Meowth is a chicken.
Oh my God, Emmy has a cleaver.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck? Why do you always have a knife?
You cast me this time, Sean.
The Ash Lemvy. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
Not the fool, you're the fool!
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Hazen. I'll be watching your performance.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer!
Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready!"
That's what I'm talking about! Oh!
I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I'll defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes! Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? That's right. But how would you have even gotten into this school without knowing that?
Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs? I have to take a bite! Fuck!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I flung that chicken into my mouth.
You should save. You should save. I don't think you've saved in a while. Also, don't die.
I can't save.
Oh, there's no save.
Oh boy.
That's right. You may not know all of the ingredients yet. I literally did not click on that until I swallowed the chicken bite. But at least you're headed in the right direction.
Tail wagging intensifies.
Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So, where does it come from? That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Oh no. Try one more time. Less loud. Oh no! All right, can we get just a softer woo? There we go. You try to shut out you try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, Hazen.
He's actually cheering you on! Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional Victorian bathing tub? What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition! You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk!
Oh, yeah!
I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Sorry, I forgot the question. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes.
One more time, BZ. There we go.
I know you love nothing more than to see fellow appliance utilize kitchen in a kitchen battle, but sometimes we sacrificing the personal touch.
Indeed.
You might not have any hands, but Hazen does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over-mixed. But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. Jesus fucking Christ.
Damn.
There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match.
Remember, you can't sue us.
You look over and see Izuku Midoriya nursing one of his own hands. He looks at you with a sad face and nods solemnly. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame.
What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aw, too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Hazen's stupid injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, skip straight to dessert.
Oh, I get why Ashley is wearing those. They're chicken thigh highs.
I quit. I'm done.
Through this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence.
Bless you.
I was going to ask Hazen to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll oh my fucking god.
That's so cool.
Oh.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry. What?
Yeah, that.
Delay.
Okay.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger
Taking a sip.
Glug glug.
in the chocolate sauce.
Does he lick? Does he
Just, I'm sorry, just the enunciation of finger during that was just like, oh my god.
Finger!
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places a sauce-covered finger!
Finger!
Can that be the new, like, follow sound? Jesus.
Whenever someone falls, finger!
Hey guys, thanks for the raid. Finger!
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 I ain't afraid of no Colonel. Finger, chicken covered fingers. Hot gravy.
What?
All right. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone.
That face of his.
Yeah, he looks so
Jesus Christ!
The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders! He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that bizarre face fire you pulled off. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
Do not steal.
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated.
Single, hopefully?
Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician.
No wonder.
I was passionate about justice. I was passionate about justice.
Oh my god.
But I failed. I failed as the chief of police.
I was hoping that you were going to. It's canon. This is canon.
Listen, the Hazen crew tells the same story, just in different worlds.
I was passionate about livestock, but even I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived. For a while, anyhow.
What the? What?
Wait, hold on.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
I hope this gets renewed for season 2, because goddamn. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of, probably. I'll create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Like murder, for example.
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Borgo?
It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you. And I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw.
This voice.
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way chat forced me to switch right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day some mean kid with a magic spell would cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Imagine a golden retriever with this voice.
Precisely. I have procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I have lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it.
I can answer that for you, BZ. Ball! 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 Ball!
Also, apparently, the story of Colonel Sanders shooting a man and also losing his business partner to a gunfight is, like, legit.
Yeah.
It's actually true.
Wait,
There's
that's
a lot
legit.
of
Of your
weird
Kentucky
lore
Fried
about Colonel
bullshit.
Sanders in general.
Throw a ball!
Hates.
Throw a ball! It's okay, buddy. Just give it here. No! No take! Only throw!
You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through socially.
The way, I'm sorry, the way you went, no! No!
No.
No!
If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
My spork has no fingers!
What in the hell is happening at this school? It sounds there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Hasn't. Together, I am sure we can defeat them.
Also you.
Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside, oh, it's the Hazen cabin!
Yes!
It's the fucking Hazen cabin!
Also, wait, hold on. He has a goatee when he's a baby.
He was born handsome.
What?
Stepping inside the Hazen cabin, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. If we ever get the Hazen cabin, we are putting a professionally produced portrait of Colonel Sanders in it.
Yes, absolutely.
It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret, just for you? You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Hazen cabin.
Magnificent!
Together you chow down on the creamy slaw, until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping as usual. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel.
Oh boy, the urn.
This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note.
The answer to that question is yes, actually.
An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices! Ha ha! Woo! 2 bites, baby.
Oh my god! I took 2
That's the double.
How's that gelatinous gravy treating you?
Have you microwaved that gravy yet?
It is ice cold.
Oh my god.
As it was, as God intended.
One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. Oh no! Hello, Rin Senpai! Thank you for the raid! Oh no! Oh no!
We're so close. We're really close.
We are very close.
We are. Oh my goodness.
What's going on here? Do you want to explain to them, Sean?
So, for everyone coming in, we are live dubbing as I play through I Love You, Colonel Sanders. And every time they say the word herbs or spices, I have a bucket of chicken that I will dunk into KFC gravy and mashed potatoes and eat. And if we finish the game, and there's over 200 viewers in the stream at the same time we finish the game, I have to drink the rest of the ice-cold gravy bowl on webcam for all of you. Tell your friends. Tell your family. I wonder...
I hate literally everything about that.
I wonder who my friend Pete is. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. We have to stay at 200. We have to be at 200 when the credits roll. It says, here... Oh, why don't you say it? You say it, Steel.
Oh, sure. Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures.
Poor guy. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Ron pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what? I never even bothered to remember your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now. It's...
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
Can't you see that you murdered me?
You open the window with a crack, and the ghost of Ron is swept out with a breeze. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, You realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? I unironically like that smell, by the way.
It's a good one.
Summer of 69? Bite of 87?
Nice.
No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's Orga!
Oh my god.
You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real! Taxidermy? Oh, must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." I believe that's everything.
There's one more.
You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual, until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh crap! The jacket! You forgot to take it off! You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you.
I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel?
Yes, hasn't?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! After only 5 seconds of resting, you awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' Hazen cabin. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Aruga! In some jurisdictions, Aruga isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of him. I mean it.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Such confidence, such grace. This colonel has a beautiful face. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
You might very well be the newest member of the KFC team. Business partner, could he be talking to you? It's all happening so suddenly. Quickly, I can't read. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning and Sexual Tension waits for no one.
Oh.
well then.
My.
You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Power broke in.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night! I've been so desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something might have happened to you.
It's okay. I was just...
But now it turns out you're fine. I could finally get you up to speed on the sig of Miriam!
Sure, but...
You'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date!
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Clegg, he's asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep up your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he just didn't... He was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know a little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' Hazen cabin, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, oh, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession, focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right.
Come on, girl!
After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a tree.
You can get your swirly dip, too.
Why don't you go pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school?
That horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Hazen, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it! You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Laz?
Oh, sorry. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up! Ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Hazen, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her?
What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that your passion about your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say it was bland.
Excuse me, Hazen. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
You could tell me more about your thoughts when we walk to class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Hazen.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa! What's that book? This looks like bad news!
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That's way drastic! Couldn't you use something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Finger!
Oh my god. Newbie.
Ugh.
For fucking ends.
Finally, I can wash down that fucking gravy. Okay, fine. It is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory-erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Goodbye, Colonel Sanders.
Say run.
You are no longer a part of my memories. Now you're a part of my life. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up, and he begins to breathe quickly. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chimkin rahidi.
I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but there's not much in this world that satisfies like ungraded work. My, Hazen, were you studying something with cinnamon?
I have been sitting on in a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful.
This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Hazen, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see...
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from... Excuse me?
What?
Told you to save it for after class!
Miriam?
You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But no! You had to show it off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan! J and J forever! Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend! Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know?
Pythagorean.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great day. Then take Jeff and Joan with you! You can hold them as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care!
Oh.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
Ready?
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Oh! Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down.
I hate a man.
Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash the tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me like that in front of everyone?
Miriam looks like she's about to do Moscow, Moscow. Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not going to set off a Colonel Sanders stallion right off into the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today or tomorrow or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow.
Oh.
Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
Wait, this is a cooking school, not a clothing school. What? And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, the Triforce Trials. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van the supposed Man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Hazen's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Hazen, what are you doing here? There's still some time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ah! Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust.
I'm frightened.
And my nose is telling me something else.
Is it that little Timmy stuck in the well? It's just pop. We don't have to do anything. Oh no! Is it burning?
Hey,
No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out.
The moment of truth.
Wow.
Nice.
It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got.
Also, bring Beirut in, because we're going to need him. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices!
From like 5 feet away.
Good food.
But he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, trademark, reserved all rights, fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food.
super fried chicken, go!
Fried chicken cut!
Wow! This is getting serious!
Right angle roll.
Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air.
Egg wash!
Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend, baster blaster!
Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin.
Let's rock and roll!
Asshole scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula!
Even Clank gets in on it.
5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English?
Singularity was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all!
Self-destruct.
Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Who needs magic when you've got passion for fashion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room.
Subtle wink. I believe in you, Hazen.
Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Hazen, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever!
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices! Spices!
Oh no.
I don't think they've said herbs by itself once this entire time.
Nope.
No, they have not.
All right.
Oh no.
Hasn't eating noise.
Directly into your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient.
No.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Ranabo sprinkles from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve, the smoke monster!
Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
These smoke monsters are many. I think comically Large Spoon had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills certainly impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. Anyway, if you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a tough chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little comically small spoon, pop back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch in the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like this time in monster school I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up there's...
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck!
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My mac and cheese will soon be ready. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Hazen, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue!
Sorry.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. Mom's mac and cheese will soon be ready. Rivali's Gale is also ready. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything! Except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Hazen. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support!
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I am truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on.
And besides, Sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union.
Time's up, students.
With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems like we're missing some students. Pop? Clank?
From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying!
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broomstick by the elastic of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now!
Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad!
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Hold on, giving permission to Cheek Rocks. There we go. There we go.
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup the size of my hand.
It's so
Adorable.
tiny!
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy float in its itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, Chef.
Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea I made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Mlem. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on! I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a big hug. A huge hug.
Thank you, Hazen, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Star platinum dish.
Not going to lie, that actually sounds really good. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
Bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
My tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified!
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified? For glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish and don't kill me with this one.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food? At a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Hazen? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry.
Joke's on you, I'm a professor there too.
I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the spiral sugar.
If the food cannot be eaten, then it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you!
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, like no one ever was. But this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone, and also not attempting to spend all her time capturing little yellow rodents.
This is the last you've seen of me, either.
She's brandishing that weapon. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. That's how I learn to talk. I'm a good boy.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
Two chefs?
What
Bill?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
has become something else.
He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 49 years of life, my dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class, including the JoJo man and the hussy.
Hey, Kale.
You pass, and you pass, and you're not even in this class. You pass. I see you in Archie on Z. You pass as well.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension called Twitch Chat, but they still pass. Everyone in Twitch Chat is now an official professional cook. You can walk into any kitchen, they can't stop you. Go! Go and cook to your heart's content, my children!
Sean starts a cult to stream.
You win!
Wow.
Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on! How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on! The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog is in the house! Oh.
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Or, in this case, DJ? Dog jockey? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley are fucking dripping, holy shit! Tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone is together...
It's the Spork Monster! He is totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out. Remember that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
I was not expecting that.
Turn your mic up a bit, though. I could barely hear you, and I wanted chat to be able to hear that. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. Yeah. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh! Now I get it.
God.
And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance.
Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth.
Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What? What?
I actually feel like I knew this the whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say! Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out how you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard.
I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird.
A portal opens up, and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
The freaking Sakura pedals.
Howdy, that's the best you can do. Howdy, classmates.
Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chimkin. This time, it's a full meal.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken.
The end? No! It's not the end! As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Hazen.
I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy, carried out by two cunning chefs? Or was it something more?
I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do?
Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers!
Colonel Sanders extends his... Colonel Sanders extends his handers.
Oh, shut up!
Oh my god.
Am I good now? Is my volume good?
His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender, yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers!
Oh no.
Like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices!
We're gonna...
But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork.
No!
Tonight they reach for you.
And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together.
Colonel Sanders,
Will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen, as my co-chef and partner, in both business and in life?
You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying? Me and you? Together?
Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner?
I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The for real end? Wow. That was a life-changing 3 days. Overwhelmed by everything that just happened between you and Colonel Sanders. Excuse me.
You and Colonel Sanders.
Damn.
He really was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It was bubbling up within him.
Oh god.
Go get some air.
Good burp.
Indeed, that was a good burp.
That was very nice.
Oh.
Sorry, it was very nice.
Acceptable level of bloat.
Overwhelmed by everything that just happened between you and Colonel Sanders, you step outside to get some air. The quad is dark and quiet. Too quiet. You start to smell something salty, potatoey, gravy. Just then, Spork Monster appears.
Hi, Hazen. You had some pretty sweet dance moves back there.
Why, thank you. You weren't too shabby yourself. That moonwalk you did was pretty cool.
How the fuck? I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, I had something to ask you. You see, life as a potato-like creature is difficult. I have no place to call home other than people's nightmares.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yes, you did. I was wondering if I might be able to go home with you permanently. I'll run out and get the paper in the morning and everything. What do you say?
Oh, chat, it's your time to vote.
I swear to fucking God if you don't.
Oh. Oh.
Man, I'm
Our
out
room isn't a place for you, but it's okay because you can have the dog house right outside the dorm room.
But dorms didn't allow pets.
Yeah, it's not a pet. He's a
I'm
partner.
totally. Yeah, exactly. He's not a
You already-
pet. He's a spork monster.
I'm a comically large spoon.
Actually, he's a dance
Multiple.
monster. Excuse you.
Here we go. The final vote. The final vote of the game.
Take
Who dares?
I dare.
You dare!
I dare. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm not gonna do anything, but that's very... That hurts.
Set him free.
The music swells.
Spork monsters.
You don't belong in this kitchen.
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 Can we get to
Hello,
60?
my name is Youngly. I work in the chicken.
Monster.
You
What is a chef? Miserable little pile of 11 herbs and spices.
You steal men's sporks and make them your slaves.
69 votes! Yes!
I cannot believe.
Nice.
Nice.
My hero! I will forever be in your debt.
The end. Seriously though, it really is this time. We did it! That's
Thanks,
it.
Psyops.
How many viewers are we at?
152.
Thank fucking God! Oh my God!
Noiva sweats.
I was scared. Oh man!
I can't believe this is how we spent today.
Oh,
Jollibee though. Jollibee Beirut.
I love this animation. Like, let's.
This is gorgeous.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Question.
What?
I think. Do we owe Beirut a dinner?
We do owe Beirut a dinner. I thought that there was. Based on the walkthrough, I thought that one of the sporks would come to life and you could adopt it. I didn't realize it was the spork monster. So, Beirut, I'm sorry you didn't get to voice anything. However, you now have earned yourself a KFC meal on me. Next time you treat yourself to KFC, take a photo of the receipt, send it to me. I will refund you the full cost. So,
Oh my God.
KFC in my entire life, but I might have to try it.
let's get. Oh my God! We'll have converted him. So, a big thanks to everyone on the screen. We've got Alexei Botchanek, Charlie Volp, Daniel Robinson, Brian Wynn, Siobhan Keenan, Stephanie Stromenger, who is responsible for the food illustration.
Damn, Stephanie.
However, Keenan did the character designs. We had Matthew and Ruslan, who did the backgrounds, which were also incredible. Vince did the FX. Hexany did the music. Hexany.
Yes,
Got
that
some
was
props in there.
incredible music.
Matthew Seymour, executive producer. Carolyn Castro, producer. Cinematic director Trevor. Stephanie Strohmeyer, cinematic storyboard artist. The animation was by Shotopop. Good job, Shotopop.
Very nice.
Wytist. Oh, Kai Clavier. I know Kai. I'm gonna have to reach out to him. And then once more, thank you to everyone who participated today. Myself as the narrator and protagonist, AKL as the amazing Sprinkles, Beirut as man who got free food, Color Brews as Miriam Steelhelm as the one, the only.
It's still Milliam.
Emmy as, herself, as always. Exo as Van, KK as our first volunteer. I forget who he played. It probably wasn't that important. Rawl as the Spork Monster. Holy shit, dude. Tez,
way to go.
Tez, Tenant Princess as Pop, and finally BZ bringing out the special effects for an incredible performance as Clank, dude. That was so good.
Excellent work.
Excellent, so awesome. At the end there.
Oh.
10 would allow domination over the human race.
All right. I think, let's see. Kimlin's at only 32 people, and I want to get somebody above 75. Actually, we've got, all right, I'll let you guys vote. We've got 3 people that I would love to support. We've got Austin, who we rated yesterday, who is playing Final Fantasy XIV. We have Kimlin Tran, who is currently playing Pokemon Black-White. Is that 1 or 2? Hold on. I'm trying to find out. Just the original Black-White. And we have Hatsu Queen, Brittany, who is the localization director for Trails of Cold Steel, who is doing, I believe, another charity stream that supports Carson for Cats. Or Carson Cats.
Third one.
So, raid time, Austin,
all the cats.
FF, XIV, Kimlin Tran, Poke Black, and Hatsu, Trails of Cold Steel. So vote right now. We will immediately get the raid happening. I can already feel my throat going away because I've been using it too much. So this is my Valentine's gift to you. It's not even 8 p.m. and you guys on the West Coast, and you guys, we're done with stream. We're finished. We're good.
Wow. This may be your fastest stream.
Homework to study. Let's
So.
go.
I deliver upon my years of Haas.
I'm glad that was completely blind. That felt good.
That was
That was
fun.
That was so much more of a ride than I thought it was going to be.
That was
know,
beautiful,
right?
man.
Oh, that was amazing.
I'm sorry for being loud at the end. My gain was turned up because I didn't.
You're fired. You'll never work in this stream again.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
That was a hoot. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
Now we're just waiting. It's pretty much going to be Hatsu, so I'll just set it up right now. Here we go. Raid Hatsu Queen. There you go. And our raid phrase is going to be, man, this stream looks finger clicking good.
There we go.
10 out of 10. Good job. Nice work.
Yeah.
Can I take another stick for saying that?
No.
Thanks, I hate it. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow for ReZero Prophecy of the Throne, and right as I raid this stream, I'm gonna go into multiplayer Mondays and confirm what we're doing for Monday. So, all right.
Sounds good.
I'll see you guys then. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy forced government affection holiday. And let's show Hatsu some
And if
love.
you don't have a significant other, happy Valentine's Day.
I will be, listen, if you don't have a significant other, I will be your girlfriend tonight. Ooh woo. Let's go.
Shit.
Move over, Colonel.
If you